Hello friends, Tanya here with Tinkering and Ink with Tanya. Today we are going to play with some crisp and crunchiness. I got the Glimmer foil of the month from Spellbinders. This one's called Crimson Fall. I adore this. You can't get this Glimmer foil club kit just by itself, but if you get one of the value club kits, then you can still get this. Otherwise, it's completely sold out. It is gorgeous. I am using the Aura Glimmer foil here with the plate that creates an outline of your background, and I use that twice on a piece of 5x7 craft cardstock. Look at that shimmer. It's gorgeous. I am going to do a little bit of very little watercoloring here with some Distress ink cubes. This is the Distress inks, not the oxides, because I wanted the vibrancy of the color, and I am using a little tiny round brush. This is a size 2 round watercolor brush to just pick up the color. I just dampened the brush with water. I'm not adding water to those spots. I just need it to be wet so I can pick up the ink a little more smoothly. And I'm going to color these leaves in a variety of shades. I've got some, what is that, Twisted Citron, Wild Honey, Ripe Persimmon, and Candied Apple squeezed out onto a little piece of stamp packaging here. And I am adding it to a variety of leaves here. Now this oak leaf, I think I am doing in all 4 of the colors. I wanted lots of color variation on this one. And isn't it amazing how this foil resists the ink? It's amazing. It's like embossing, only flat and actually debossed. It's pushed into the paper. So the areas that are not foiled are actually a little higher than the areas that are foiled. That maple leaf I just did in a rich, vibrant red. I did go back and add another layer of red to add some shading. And these, I think of these as elm leaves. I'm not sure if that's really what they are, but yes. And that's all of the leaves colored. I think it looks spectacular. Probably could have done just that card alone. That could have been it. I am making a 5x7 card because that's my thing. And I used the honeybee stamps die to cut those out. Now, I just discovered, I know, I'm late to the game here, that Betsy Veldman started her own stamp company. She was my favorite product designer for paper tray ink. Now, she has the Greetery, and I have a year and a half of her products to catch up on. Can you believe it? I may go broke. It may happen. I resisted. I only ordered this s'more holidays sweet sort of, this collection of products. So we've got the s'more holiday layering stamp set. We've got the coordinating dies for those images. And then there's also a graham cracker sheet die, which is amazing. Yes. And I'm using a variety of ink, whatever I had in my stash. These happen to be, I think this is a Hero Arts My Monthly Hero ink. And some of those you can get in a full-size ink pad and some you can't. And I think I used Pumpkin Pie, and this is Just Rust. And is that Cocoa? Maybe it's Cocoa. I think those are real colors. I mean, I think you can buy those as ink pads. Or once upon a time when they did My Monthly Hero ink cubes, you couldn't get the colors. They were just limited to that kit. There you see that I die cut that with the coordinating die, and the layers are pretty forgiving. You don't have to be super exact getting those out. Here is a branch that we're going to put some marshmallows on. I'm using the Distress inks again, not oxides, just plain Distress inks. Now these won't stamp a nice crisp solid image. They are kind of splotchy, but that works to our favor here since I'm making marshmallows. It makes them look nice and toasty. There is a darker color layer for your extra toasty, or some people like their marshmallows toasted almost black. So you could really make them dark. The last layer, I'm going to use moss ink, again from Hero Arts, and this is a lovely green. It works well for that pine. We're going to die cut that stick of marshmallows there. And the separate marshmallows. I thought, oh, those would be good to layer. Here is the graham cracker sheet die. Look at that. It even punches out all of those little holes and the perforations between. I just love it. I actually made several sheets of the graham crackers and then made several of these elements to be added to different cards. And I think I did this more in reds and this orangey. So one is more of a holiday themed sort of, and this one is more autumn themed. And we're going to make this one a teacher's thank you card. Just quickly added some coaster blanks, which are available on Amazon now. Just found those. You'll find that link in the description box below. And I had the element I used on the front of the card I'd actually made before. And I made some more pieces to share with you the process. I'm adding some clear wink of Stella to add a little shimmer to those marshmallows and to the pine, like there's a little frostiness on them. It's already snowing here. It's October. I realize that. I am fully aware that it is not snow season yet. Yeah. So a campfire would be lovely. It would have to be in the snowbank. We're just going to glue these extra elements on the inside of the card. Again, I'm using my Barely Art precision glue to add those, and I have a little wiggle room so I can add those as I need. And we're just going to add those extra little marshmallows, which I started to say I was going to layer. They cut out a little smaller than I thought they would. So yeah, if you're going to add those as a dimension on top of the stick, I wouldn't stamp them below that otherwise. And there is the finished card. I hope you enjoyed it. It was really fun and easy and quick to make. I think it took me about 25 to 30 minutes to make this card, which is pretty fast. Pretty fast. Check out the description box below for all of the links for the products I used today. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Bye-bye.